Working on a Fiat 500 here. The front they hit a curb, bent the wheel, and I've already checked some other stuff, the control arms and things. The strut is bent, but I wanted to check the hub because a lot of times when you hit with this, hit a curb with a car, you can bend the hub pretty easily. I figured I'd go ahead and make a short video about this. This is just, I'm going to check rotor runout right here. And obviously if the runout of the rotor is good, that means the hub would be good. But if I have excessive runout, I would then take the rotor off and check to see if the hub itself has runout. So I'm going to use a tool here. This is what I use. So it's a dial indicator. It's got a little wheel on the end of it here. Vice grips. It's designed for this use. You could use one of the magnetic types. I find sometimes I've got one of those as well, which I use for other things. But I also find that, sometimes they are not exactly, don't hold quite as tight sometimes on the steering knuckle. So you want to attach this to something that's not going to move. So if you attach this to something that moves around real easily, it's not going to work out. So you need to attach it to something like this bolt or something like that, something that's just not going to move. Steering knuckle is usually a pretty good idea if you can get to it, or this bolt for the strut. Make sure it's tight. You don't want it to move. And then, so here's our dial indicator. Now I want this wheel to be parallel. This wheel can be moved to right on this. So you need to have a preload too. You don't just touch it. You want it to be preloaded a little bit, and then you can zero it out. So on this particular one, you want this piece as tight as you can get it, so you can tighten this. So I'm going to get it pretty tight here. Not quite as tight as I want it, so I'm going to go tighter. Because again, this can't move. So when I tighten this down, there should be no movement. Preload it a little bit. Make sure it's pretty parallel with the rotor. Make sure you can see it. And at that point, just zero it out. So you can't see it, but I'm going to you can move this face and go to 0. And then what you would do is turn the rotor. It's not always easy to do. Sometimes I use a pry bar. Now that moved to the negative side. So I'm going to actually move that to 0 because I want it to go positive, so it shows me. So there's 0. You just turn it all the way around. So once you get it going positive, so what I did was I turned it around, it went negative a little bit, so I zeroed it back to that, like a 1/1000th negative. And then now it's going 1/1000th positive, and it just keeps going back to that. So that's only 1/1000th of runout. So that is not a lot. So obviously, if this doesn't have runout out here, clear out here, it's not going to have it on the hub. So also make sure when you do something like this, if you have studs, see mine's a little different here, but if you had studs, you'd put your bolts back, your lug nuts back on there. You want to hold the rotor on there if it comes off. So this obviously has something already on it, holding it on there, but I wanted something to hang on to turn it. So that's pretty simple.